Welcome to the Board of Estimate budget meeting, public hearing. It starts at 6 o'clock tonight. And John, would you read the notice?
Excuse me. City of Middletown notice of public hearing on the proposed 2020 city general water and sewer budgets. Notice is hereby given that the Board of Estimate and Apportionment of the City of Middletown will hold a public hearing on the proposed 2020 city general water and sewer budgets on Monday, November 4th, 2019 at 6 p.m. in the Common Council Chamber, 2nd floor, City Hall, 16 James Street, Middletown, New York. Said budget is available for inspection at the office of the City Clerk, Clerk of the Common Council. This is by the order of the Board of Estimate and Apportionment. This was published in the Times Herald Record on October 28th and October 29th, and also posted on the city website.
Thanks, John. What I have here, I have a couple of full copies of the budget if anybody wants one. I've got two summary sheets that anybody's welcome to if they want to just look at some key numbers. And the plan is, after tonight, I'll email all the councilmen budgets if they want it. If they want it, I will do it. And but if anybody wants a hard copy, I'll print it out and put it in their box. Anyway, these slides that we're going to go through summarize where the budget is and what we're proposing. And so, if you go to the first slide here, you'll see that the total. This is for the general fund. You'll see that the total expenses are $42,082,000, and that's up 3% from last year. A lot of that is driven by payroll because, you know, we had a retro 5-year settlement with the CSEA, and then so it wasn't just one raise coming on, it's the accumulation of 5 years coming on, and so the run rate gets a little higher. As always, benefits are high. They never go down. And debt service is up a little bit because we've been doing some borrowing. So, all in all, I think it's in pretty good shape. There doesn't appear to be any waste in it. And if we go to the next slide, all right, the next slide has to do with employee benefits. Just if you focus to the bottom right-hand corner of the page, you'll see that payroll and benefits are 38.7% of the budget. And there's really not much latitude there. There's contracts in place and the benefits are what they are. The biggest item is benefits, that's all I can tell you. And so it's 13.7 of the budget, and there's really little to do. A lot of that's mandated by the state. The next slide shows the various rates in the city. First thing to note is that we are under the tax cap or within the tax cap of 2%. The rate per thousand is going to move up 1.89% on property taxes, and on an average house in Middletown, that'll be a $48 increase over last year. Water and sewer rates went up 33 cents per thousand gallon, which is a flat 2%, and so that's what the public will see. So that's the good news. The last slide shows us the tax levy for 2020 is going to be $20,237,000. When you do the tax calculation, it allows us to go to $20,239,000, and we just kept it under $2,000 of the cap, so that just in case there's something changes in the rolls, I don't want to fail the test by a dime, you know. So we just left a little headroom there. And this will change a couple of cents. We can't finalize it until the county roll comes out, which is early in December. But it changes it literally pennies. But you got to wait until the grand thing ties out. And as I said, I've got complete sets. I've got some summary sheets here. And if there's any questions, I'll be happy to take them. And we'll keep the meeting open for 10, 15 minutes, see who shows up.
Don, you might want to ask if anyone from the public wants to. I know it's perfunctory, but just...
Does anybody from the public have any questions?
Don, I'd like to thank you for putting this all together. I know it doesn't, looks easy on paper, but I know it takes a long time to do it all, so thank you.
Well, thanks for saying so.
It starts in July, when you send everything out?
Well, August, we
August.
open it up in July, and then, there's a several-part process to it. On the 28th and 29th of October, we have to advertise it in the paper, and then the Board of Estimate voted on it on 10/31. Public hearing is tonight. And then on 11/19 at 7:30 in the evening, the Finance Committee will take one last look at it, and then the full Common Council will vote on it at the regular meeting later that night.
Don, I'm going to speak on that. At the Finance Committee meeting, the council, so you have 2 weeks and 1 day to go through the budget, and if there are any changes, remember, we cannot add anything to it, dollar amount, but you can move around. So that still gives some leeway.
Or cut.
Pardon?
Or cut.
Or cut.
Does anybody know of anybody else that is coming for sure?
The mayor is sick. The mayor is sick, Can tell people.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mayor DeStefano is not feeling well tonight, and I know he always likes to do this, but he just couldn't be here.
I didn't see on the Democrats and the woman's, Democratic woman ad in the paper.
You didn't see me?
No.
Yeah, the headline was women, and it was more men than women. It's about even, I think.
That's why they left you out?
Joe, can you tell if that, Pardon?
She'll have to let you know.
All right, if there's nobody else has any questions, we'll close the meeting at 6:15. Thank you very much.